downtown Spokane. This is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
It was all smiles in downtown Spokane this afternoon as more than 30,000 people sprinted, jogged, and strolled through the Bloomsday finish line. Thanks for being with us here on the special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. And those cheers you heard weren't just at the finish line. In fact, people lined the 7.5-mile course to support runners all the way to the end. For some, Bloomsday is another fun run, but for others, it's a personal challenge to show they still got it. Hunter Bertram shares the stories of perseverance at the 49th annual Bloomsday.
No matter who you are, more than 7 miles, uphill, downhill, and let's be honest, even if there were no hills, it's still very home.
One step after the other.
But for some Bloomies, each year can present new challenges that may discourage you from taking the Lilac City Trek.
I ran about 20, and this is the third one I've used since I had a stroke.
That's Bill Walland. I met him atop Doomsday Hill. We'll come back to him. It's also where I met Caitlin Kang and Bella Newman.
You just did Doomsday Hill. How are you feeling?
Good. I feel great. This is her first Bloomsday, and I just had a baby 2 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
So, and no training. We signed up for it yesterday.
Yes, I said, oh my gosh, as I'm sure many of you just did. But that's Bloomsday. It's everyone coming out from everywhere, pushing themselves across the finish line, then getting that sick shirt. But getting there, let's go back to that. It looks vastly different for everyone.
And my plan is I irritate them and then go about 20 yards ahead and then let them catch me. That's our plan.
As Bill Walland said before, this is his third Bloomsday since having a stroke. His sister joined him this year. It was her first. I asked Bill what he would say to people who say they can't do this.
They don't have to, just take it one step after the other. As we say, it's quite a feat.
That feat from the heart of downtown Spokane to the bluffs overlooking the Spokane River and across the deck of the iconic Monroe Street Bridge. Today, more than 32,000 people embarked this challenging feat. Smiling, panting, eating donuts, and Bill with his walker and sister.
Oh, he ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Jesus.
Proving you can do it, despite life's setbacks.
And here at the finish line, some people catching their breath and some planning for next year.
Here comes next year. We're ready.
And so is Spokane. Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
So many favorite parts of that story. The donuts in particular, that was a new trend that I just learned about this Bloomsday. I didn't know that was a tradition.
I don't know if me eating one was a good idea.
I held off. I'm like, I don't know if that's going to help me out there.
I couldn't help myself. I was like, it's a free donut. I got to take one.
Yeah, right? I can say no to that. But, I mean, so many good stories today, Jack.
And those aren't the only stories from the course today. Coming up, sports reporter Sydney Berger catches up with former Seahawks player Justin Britt. Hear about his journey from the turf to the track, coming up later in this special edition of 4 News Now.
And we are looking forward to that. And we are also looking forward to a much warmer work week. Jason Valentine is here to help you plan your Monday. Jason, it's looking pretty good.
Looking awfully good. And again, we had a mild weekend, but I know you ran in it, Jordan. So did Jack. Much nicer conditions for those Bloomies today. But we're going to get the heat and the sunshine returning as soon as tomorrow. We're already starting to see kind of a preview. Quite a lot of cloud coverage, especially in our afternoon today, but starting to dissipate. Now, we have just a hint, and I mean a hint of shower activity that came through Colville. I doubt we'll see any of it. Even if we do, it'll be leave as quick as it comes. So we're going to be staying dry for not only the next couple of days, but it looks like the week ahead as we are starting to dry out and heat up. So here's a look at our overnight period. We're going to see quite a bit of clear skies. And if we'd just been 2 weeks ago, we would be seeing around the freezing level overnight, but we're going to be seeing right around that 40-degree mark, maybe upper 30s. Going to warm up nicely. Your commute tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, and the 24-hour change. We're pretty much on par for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Quite a bit cooler, though, for our friends in Montana, down 15 or so degrees. So get ready for a warm Monday and a very warm week ahead. I can't wait to tell you all about it. That's coming up later in the show.
Okay, Jason, thanks for that. Tomorrow, the Central Valley School Board is holding a special meeting to discuss a letter to the Department of Education regarding transgender student athletes in the district. The complaint is against Washington State Superintendent Chris Reichdahl, Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction, and the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association. The school board accuses the state, Reichdahl, and the WIAA of disregarding the directives of President Trump, creating discriminatory and unsafe environments for girls and young women. In February, President Trump signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from playing in women's sports. The order runs directly opposite of Washington state law. Central Valley, Meade, and many other districts have raised the concerns over the conflict. State Superintendent Reichdahl has repeatedly told schools to follow the state law.
We've told our school districts, lean into state law. State law is what you have to follow. You have an attorney general's office that if something happens to you from the feds that is out of bounds, we have an attorney general's office with the ability to defend and protect our state and our school districts.
The WIAA brought forth a couple of amendments that would have kept transgender athletes from competing against girls, but those failed during the organization's spring meeting. Reichdahl says districts not following state regulations could face legal consequences. A dozen people submitted letters to the school board urging it to send the complaint letter to the Federal Department of Education. The board will take public comment. Tomorrow's special meeting starts at 5 o'clock. It's only being streamed on Zoom, and you can find the link to that on this story on KXLY.com. Federal student loan collections start back up tomorrow. The Department of Education is ending a roughly 5-year-long pandemic-era pause. The move could impact more than 5 million borrowers. The department is urging borrowers in default to start making a monthly payment, enroll in an income-driven repayment plan, or to sign up for loan rehabilitation. If not, the federal agency could order non-federal employers to withhold a percentage of an employee's income to pay the delinquent debt. Warren Buffett announced his retirement this weekend. On Saturday, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway said he will retire by the end of the year. Buffett always said he had no plans to ever retire, but on Saturday, he said the time had arrived. During the meeting, the prolific billionaire investor also criticized President Trump's trade policy, saying the tariffs he's imposing will have dire global consequences.
Trade should not be a weapon. We should be looking to trade with the rest of the world, and we should do what we do best, and they should do what they do best.
Buffett leveled the criticism as the president's 25% tariffs on most imported car parts went into effect. But President Trump is standing firm on his tariff strategy, which he says will level the playing field for American business. Here's ABC's Selena Wang reporting from Washington.
The auto industry feeling the impact as President Trump's 25% tariff on imported car parts went into effect this weekend. This on top of the 25% tariff already imposed on foreign-made cars. Analysts say the new tariffs could drive up prices for consumers, even on cars manufactured here in the U.S., which often rely on foreign-made parts. Companies also bracing. GM saying the tariffs will cost them $4 to $5 billion this year. A recent ABC News Washington Ipsos poll found 72% of Americans think Trump's economic policies are very or somewhat likely to cause a recession in the short term. President Trump brushing off those concerns in an interview with NBC's Kristen Welker on Meet the Press.
Do you think it could happen?
Anything can happen. But I think we're going to have the greatest economy in the history of our country. I think we're going to have the greatest economic boom in history.
But some Americans say they're feeling the strain, worried about prices and inventory.
It's showing up in the grocery stores. The prices have gone up. It's quite ridiculous because I know during Christmas time, everything is going to be very expensive.
I think Trump should forget these tariffs because he's doing it to create business in the United States, but it's not going to create business in the United States.
And signs that China may be open to negotiating with the U.S., but Beijing insisting the president must first remove the 145% tariff on Chinese goods. Instead, the Trump administration closed a trade loophole that allowed goods valued at $800 or less to come into the U.S. tariff-free. E-commerce giants Temu and Shein warned consumer prices will rise. Temu now saying prices are unchanged for now, but that it will no longer ship directly to customers from China, instead fulfilling orders from warehouses in America. Selena Wang, ABC News, Washington.
Well, be prepared for a slowdown to 45 miles an hour on Highway 395 north of Spokane tomorrow. Department of Transportation crews are working to repair an 8-mile stretch from Hatch Road north to Hamilton. They'll be sealing cracks and repaving portions of the highway along with added rumble strips. Just a reminder, traffic fines double in work zones. Well, still to come here on the special edition of 4 News Now, a pint-sized T-ball player in the Lone Star State inspires his teammates with a heart as big as Texas. And the upcoming anniversary of a heartbreaking loss, how the community plans to honor Coeur d'Alene Sergeant Greg Moore after 10 years. That story's ahead here after the break.
Well, we've had a pretty mild weekend. Will that continue into our work weekend, into our next weekend? Folks, I have some good news for you. Can't wait to tell you about it. That is coming up on 4 News Now, Special Edition. Stick with us, everyone.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal.
Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new Mixing Bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard menu.
You drive a hard bargain, kid.
Right now with DQ.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
Arthritis causes pain in your joints. Unlike pills, Voltaren gel is applied to the site of pain, penetrating deep through the skin to the joint, reducing intense pain and stiffness, so you can move more freely. Voltaren, clinically proven, long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
It's hard saying goodbye to your car, so AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next one. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car and pay you the same day. Visit AutoNation today.
Playing baseball at Gonzaga University was a dream come true for me. I went from playing an organized sport to life, which is very much unorganized.
Guess we're the adults now, but BECU is always there to help us out.
Things to think about are paying bills, affording a house, planning for college, taking care of dogs.
We have so much to plan for. Having BECU as a partner just gives us total peace of mind.
K27 stickers can still be seen on cars in our area, especially over in Coeur d'Alene. 10 years ago tomorrow, Coeur d'Alene Sergeant Greg Moore, K27, dispatched himself to a reported car prowling not far from where he lived. It was 1:30 in the morning, and he never came home.
Out doing what policemen do. He was out doing routine random patrols, but also in an area that we have experienced some auto burglaries in.
Sergeant Moore found the prowler, Jonathan Renfro. When Moore called into dispatch, moments later, Renfro shot Moore. Police later arrested Renfro at State Line, a jury convicting him of first-degree murder. In honor of Sergeant Moore, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department will hold a private graveside memorial with his family. When the gravesite memorial ends, the family, along with members of the Coeur d'Alene Police Department, will move by procession to the Sergeant Greg Moore Memorial at McEwen Park for a public memorial that will start at approximately 9:30, and everyone is welcome. 4 teens were hurt in a car crash near Soap Lake earlier this morning, and here's what we know so far from the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Around 2 a.m. this morning, deputies were in pursuit of a stolen car from Larson. driving on State Route 17 about 3 miles south of Soap Lake. And during that chase, the suspect car left the highway and rolled several times. 2 boys and 2 girls, all teenagers from Moses Lake, were inside the car during the crash, and none were wearing seatbelts. 2 of the teens were airlifted to the hospital, the other 2 taken by an ambulance to a local hospital. We now know the identity of a special deputy killed by a driver in Cincinnati, Ohio. Deputy Larry Henderson died Friday after a car rammed into him while he was directing traffic outside a University of Cincinnati graduation event. Investigators say the suspected driver is the father of an 18-year-old shot and killed by police the previous day. Authorities are trying to determine if Rodney Hinton deliberately struck Henderson. Passengers often expect long lines and busy crowds at the airport, but officials are warning that this summer, travelers could run into some serious delays. How FAA staff shortages and real ID requirements could put a snag in your vacation plans. That's coming up next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Boom town. Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Love a boom. Now I love that you get really fast internet for $40 a month for a year. Prospectors.
And the most reliable Wi-Fi with their best-in-class equipment included.
Tech Founders.
Plus get an Xfinity Mobile Unlimited line for 1 year. Revolutionary.
Ooh, it's all in one.
It's the mother lode.
Real estate boom.
Sold!
Wi-Fi is booming.
It's that time of year to book your roofing project now at McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. And when you purchase a new CertainTeed roof today, you'll get a 5-star lifetime material and labor warranty upgrade for free.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
Slow down.
Cut! I get it. Slow motion. Slow down geographic atrophy. But we don't need gimmicks. Stick to the facts. GA, the advanced form of dry AMD, can irreversibly damage your vision. But Syfovre is an FDA-approved eye injection that gives you the power to slow GA. Syfovre was proven to slow GA lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness or are allergic to it. Syfovre can cause severe allergic reactions. Other serious side effects are eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Act on facts to slow GA. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre. Nope, just the facts.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Plant Farm.
Welcome back. Is your kitchen secretly toxic? Consumer Report says those eco-friendly labels might be misleading you.
Ignore marketing words such as eco, green, and non-toxic that have no legal definition. Even terms like POFIA-free or lead-free may not mean what you think.
Join us for the truth about what's really in your cookware and how to fix it without spending a fortune. That's tomorrow morning on Good Morning Northwest with Robin Nance and Natalie Grant. And fingers crossed, some of those temperatures coming up here. We can take those meals outside, Jason.
That's always fantastic.
Yes.
You know, you got to read the labels.
Yes.
You got to do research on pretty much everything you buy. So I'm looking forward to that report.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they come up with here. So again, tomorrow morning, wake up early with those two.
Between 5 and... I did the morning show last week. It was fun.
Yeah, that 2:30 wake-up call is pretty intense.
It is early, but it's going to be beautiful tomorrow morning at those early hours and pretty much for the next couple of days. Good Sunday evening. We've made it through the weekend. Hope you had a wonderful one. If you ran today, hope you had a good time. Here's kind of a sneak peek of what we're going to be looking at for tomorrow. More sunshine. Coeur d'Alene looking all right. At the moment, we're in the mid to upper 50s. So, again, we're right around our average for this time of year for temperatures. So, mild weekend concludes. The sun is going to take over and the heat is going to take over as we move along. And we have a dry week ahead as well. Current temperatures, pretty much mid to upper 50s for most of our areas. 65 our hot spot for our friends in the Tri-Cities. So a very comfortable early May evening. So here's our temperatures as we're moving along into our work week, up to 76 by Wednesday. A little bit of a break on Thursday, but Friday and Sunday, we are looking mighty nice. Friday, 77, Saturday at 80, and we were thinking we were going to be chilly on Sunday. No, it's going to be 75. So get ready for just a beautiful week ahead and a nice weekend. But as we're looking at the upcoming week, the week after it, we're going to be much cooler than our average temperatures, which is in the mid-60s. So enjoy these hot temperatures. We have cooler temperatures on the way. So shower activity, we are free and clear, and we're going to be for a while. Quite a bit of thunder and lightning going on, friends in Montana, and a little bit of shower activity. It was a possibility of coming into our area, but it looks like it's going to dissipate before it gets to us. So our forecast radar, as we get into Monday morning, this is what we're looking at, free and clear. So your commute for Monday and your day is going to look very nice. And as we move into the next couple of days, we're just going to be looking just spectacular. So we're really starting to hit that groove of nice conditions and warm conditions kind of coming together, especially after this mild week. And you're looking at it. That's the chance of rain for your work week. Could see a little bit on your weekend. So current winds, we saw some gusty winds in Moses Lake and Pullman this morning, but those are settling down. And Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, we're seeing settled down winds as well. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds for your at least Monday through Wednesday. So folks, just perfect conditions. So 67 tomorrow. And look at this, mostly sunny skies, maybe a little bit more cloud coverage as we head into our next weekend. Overnight lows are steadily in the 40s. Maybe even seeing a 50 Saturday into Sunday. So after this mild weekend, and I think it was good for all the bloomies out there, kind of was a bit cooler for their run, but the heat will be on starting tomorrow.
Yeah, some perfect temperatures, I would say, for the race today, Jason. Well, passengers are being warned to expect delays as summer travel ramps up, and that's because FAA shortages and real ID requirements could snag air travel. The lack of air traffic controllers is a nationwide problem. Transportation Security Sean Duffy says this week that the air traffic control stations across the U.S. are short by about 3,000 controllers. They've been offering higher salaries and bonuses as an incentive, but the hiring and training can still take months.
It's our job to actually see over the horizon what the issues are and fix it before there is an incident that we will seriously regret it.
These issues come just days ahead of the federal government enforcing real ID requirements. Starting May 7th, all passengers flying domestically will need an enhanced driver's license or ID or a valid passport. Still to come here after the break, we've got dramatic new rescue video from Kentucky tonight. See why one semi-truck driver is lucky to stand on solid ground again. That's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal.
Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard menu.
You drive a hard bargain, kid.
Right now with DQ.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
It's time to win big this May at the Kootenai Casino. We've got your Kootenai Falls Lodge Room ready, starting at the incredibly low rate of just $79 midweek. We'll even include 2 breakfast vouchers. And you'll love our $20,000 drawing, daily hot spins, and the $10,000 giveaway for Victoria and Memorial Day. Come play in May. Book today. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
At Arada's Automax, the owner's daughter, Tatum, has been helping people with special sales for over a decade.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tatum Arada. What sale are you doing now, Daddy? Daddy, what's a tax return sale? What's a blue book sale? Can people really get cash, Daddy, and a car? Daddy, does that mean $1 will buy Arada card checks and RVs? I have $1. Hurry in, everyone. Arada great deals, and remember, we're Arada fun, too.
Don't miss the sales going on now at Arada's Automax and Mitsubishi.
Four News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Check out this video from Kentucky tonight where a driver is rescued from a semi-truck that was hanging off of a freeway overpass. The driver reportedly lost control of the truck and drove it off the road. The whole rescue mission took about 30 minutes. Amazingly, no one was hurt. 150 children and foster parents enjoyed the outdoors at Bruneau Dunes State Park on Saturday, and this was for the Fostering Family Adventures event. The Idaho State Park Foster Family Passport Program provides a free park pass for foster families to all Idaho state parks, as well as special Fostering Family Adventures events. This year's Foster Family Passport Kickoff Adventure included science-based experiments with a planetarium show at the Bruneau Dunes State Park Observatory. One little guy in Texas is shooting for the stars. It's his first season on the T-ball team, and it's clear he's already having a blast.
Daddy, I love you!
Before every game, 6-year-old Kai is a bundle of excitement. His family let a reporter from our sister station in Victoria, Texas, tag along to one of his Monday night games.
He's super excited. He just likes being out here and being cheered for. He enjoys it though, and that's the whole thing for us, is finding something that he can enjoy and feel normalized.
And this is a story you won't want to miss, coming up here on this special edition of 4 News Now, just a few minutes away.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So according to Mr. Washington, we deserve a little room upgrade.
That won't be necessary.
Okay. How about a second opinion from the other Mr. Washington?
Are you a Camus Rewards member?
Yeah. Why?
It's the only local players card that gives you the lowest possible rates on rooms and room upgrades, not to mention food and drinks throughout the property.
So I'm taking these back, right?
Membership matters with Camus Rewards, only at Northern Quest.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
You don't need to drop a ton of cash to make your home look like $1 million. You just need to hit up the Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Shop top brands like La-Z-Boy, FlexSteel, Borkholder Amish, and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score doorbuster deals before they're gone, and with 60 months no interest, it's easy to refresh any or every room in your home. Amazing selection, quality designs, stylish looks. The Memorial Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
For over 90 years, the McVeigh Brothers family has been installing the very best in roofing, siding, and windows, made for the Inland Northwest. Last year, our 6000 Series Coeur d'Alene windows earned the 2024 Energy Star Most Efficient Award, beating some manufacturers by 20%. So this week, we're celebrating by matching your energy rebate. Ask about our current rebate offers for each window sold. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Another dead
Oh, no. A few donut casualties is par for the course on Bloomsday. These sweet treats, they're earned by those who make it to the top of the famed Doomsday Hill. And this year, 1,452 donuts were handed out. That's 121 dozen donuts. I passed by them. I was worried it would. I know. I didn't even think about... I didn't know they were for everyone. I didn't know that was a tradition. But, man, I was like, I've already got a side ache. I feel like this will not help.
Sure.
But, you know.
Those look like the chocolate bars.
Oh, yeah.
If it was a maple bar, I couldn't say no.
Couldn't resist. You just take 2.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Way to finish, Jordan.
Thank you.
Way
Thank
to go.
you.
I've been here since '79. I've never ran it. Well, what's wrong with me?
Wow.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Sunday. Hope you have a great work week planned. Beautiful evening as we're heading to sundown. This is probably the clearest we have been all day, if not early this morning when those runners were getting all ready. But we saw quite a lot of cloud coverage in our afternoon. That is clearing out. We're just looking at beautiful conditions on our radar. All the shower activity. Montana, especially the western part, has been besieged by showers the past 2 days. Our areas, no. And it's going to continue to be that way. We have a beautiful week ahead. Just get excited. It's going to be very nice. Overnight, we're going to see mostly clear skies, so we are going to cool down to the upper 30s. That's a little chillier than we've been seeing in our overnight periods, but then plenty of sunshine, and for your commute tomorrow morning, you're going to be looking at just plenty of sunshine. Don't forget the sunglasses, but also don't forget a coat. It is going to be chilly. Highs are going to be right in the lower 70s to upper 60s, to more upper 60s, but we'll see 70s returning. Temperature change, not too dramatic from yesterday to today. So get ready for a very warm Monday and a very hot week ahead. All the details coming up.
Well, it is T-ball season, and kids across the country are learning the basics of sportsmanship, teamwork, and the rules of baseball. KAVU's Lupi Zapata brings us the story of how a 6-year-old boy named Kai is teaching his T-ball team anything is possible with perseverance.
Got it, dude. It's baseball time. Y'all ready, kids?
Yeah.
Baseball on 3. 1, 2, 3. Baseball! All right. It's Joey on pitching mound. Y'all spread out.
Let's go, Kai. Go, let's go. Go, let's go. Let's watch the pitcher.
This moment right here is what 6-year-old Kai looks forward to all week long.
Daddy, I love you.
This is Kai's first season of T-ball, and before every game, he's a bundle of excitement. His family let me tag along to one of his Monday night games.
Kai, do you get nervous at all, like right before the game?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because I like the people that cheers loud.
Do people cheering loud make you nervous, like when it's your time to hit the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do they make you excited, though? Do you get excited, too?
Yeah. Joey! Hi!
Once Kai gets to the field, his excitement grows as he's showered with attention from his fellow teammates who are all too willing to help.
I'll get the ball for him. Yeah, bro.
There you go. All right, are you ready? Go.
There you go.
Kai's mom, Jessica, serves as his legs and hypes up her son as he learns what it means for the first time to be part of a team.
Kai had asked if he could play baseball, and we told him, you know, we would look into some challenger leagues, but in most challenger leagues, they have to be 7 to 9 years old already, and he's only 6. So we talked to Corey Banda, the president of Little League, and he wrote all the way to Pennsylvania, where Little League headquarters are, and asked if Kai could play, and they wrote back saying yes, and it was so awesome for us. He's super excited. He just likes being out here and being cheered for. He enjoys it though, and that's the whole thing for us, is finding something that he can enjoy and feel normalized.
Jessica and Kai's loved ones have wheeled into Kai's limitations head on. His wheelchair, a symbol of perseverance.
I have my first son's birthday on me, and I didn't want to do the same for Kai, so I did the wheelchair. It's something that me and him have had to go through together. It's not just a him situation. Me and my son spent 79 days in the NICU together, and went through lots of surgeries and questions of like, is he gonna make it home? Things like that. It was me and Kai. We fought together. I helped and prayed and was there for him that whole time. So it's something that resembles what we have gone through together and where he's at now. You ready? Run! Get it, Kai, here, throw it! Throw it! Throw it! Throw it! Throw it!
Oh, you did it!
Good job! Good job. It's good teamwork. Huh? Is that good teamwork? High five. Good teamwork.
Kai's getting all the support he needs from his family.
Nice! Come on, run! Come on, Mom.
His 11-year-old brother Cade says it's his little brother who's taught him nothing is impossible.
Everybody can do things, and even if they have a disability or have troubles with something, they can still do it.
His dad, Jared, a former baseball player himself, now a coach, says he's seen Kai grow in self-confidence since his first game.
From going to not hitting the ball at all to actually making contact with the ball by himself now, I mean, in throwing, just small things like that. Doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but to us, it's very important, and it shows, it has a special place in your heart when you see something like that, it does.
I hope that from this, he can take away the fact that he can do anything. That can't is not in his vocabulary, because he can do anything he puts his mind to. And he's smart, for sure. And I think that he's going to take away from this that whether it's with assistance or not, he can do everything.
As our time together was wrapping up, I asked Kai if he would recommend kids in wheelchairs getting on the field. This is how he responded.
They always track the ball, and they get to run the bases all they want, and they get to have all the fun.
In T-ball, both teams are generally considered winners. The focus is on teamwork and participation rather than winning or losing. And this moment, right here, is what 6-year-old Kai looks forward to all week long.
Baseball on 3. 1, 2, 3, baseball!
Because the confidence gets bigger.
Reporting in Victoria, I'm Lupi Zapata.
Wow, just tugging at your heartstrings there. What a great story, Jack.
Yeah, it's hard not to get emotional watching stories like that and seeing just the amazing stuff that you see from all over the country. So it's a blessing to have that on air tonight.
Yeah, a lot of perseverance there. That's great.
Yeah, and after the break, we have such a neat story on what former Seattle Seahawks player turned a life of football into running. Check out after the break what the running life is like for Justin Britt.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Boom town. Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Love a boom. Now I love that you get really fast internet for $40 a month for a year. Prospectors.
And the most reliable Wi-Fi with their best-in-class equipment included.
Tech founders.
Let's get an Xfinity Mobile Unlimited line for 1 year. Revolutionary.
It's all in one. It's the mother lode. Real estate boom.
Sold!
Wi-Fi is booming.
Traveling is so exciting, but you'll need to be prepared.
New ID requirements for travel go into effect on May 7th, 2025.
There are multiple forms of ID you can use.
Whatever option you choose, make sure you have it with you before heading to the airport.
That way, you can travel stress-free.
Don't wait. Prepare today so you can relax and enjoy your flight.
It's your final boarding call for a real ID.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal. Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard menu.
You drive a hard bargain, kid.
Right now with DQ.
DQ, happy tastes good.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,300 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Starting over is hard following a divorce because now it's just you. You are the one making the financial decisions for your family. As I've gone through this process, BECU was incredibly helpful, making sure that I could track down the financial documents that I needed or to open an account with my new name. I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I've been able to rebuild for myself and my family, and BECU is an important part of that.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
About 35,000 Bloomies are participating in this year's race, which that all means that there's over 35,000 different stories coming to the city of Spokane. And for former Seahawk Justin Britt, this big guy, it's his first ever Bloomsday, and he comes with a message for anyone that needs to listen. Sydney Berger has the story.
It's the 49th annual Bloomsday race for Spokane and the first for former Seattle Seahawk Justin Britt. The former center becoming the center of a new sport he never imagined immersing himself in.
The NFL was a dream come true, but depression came out of nowhere, and it felt like the only way to save myself was to remove myself. Running was an accidental love story, but I'm forever grateful and absolutely humbled to call myself a runner.
After retiring from the NFL in 2023, he says running gave him a second chance at life. So when the race started, I tried to catch up with Britt to talk about the transition from high-level football to high-level running.
Been at the highest of highs and abruptly at the lowest of my lows. But found a way to lean on, my household, my family, friends, and know that whatever I was experiencing was going to be temporary. And, so people at the highest level, there's humans just like you. Yeah. And so we're all going through it.
Britt is just a few years into his running journey, but has already found the joy in sharing his experience with others, hoping it helps whoever needs it.
Like race day, how can you beat it? You get to travel around, experience new cities, new races, create new traditions, and if you're lucky, you leave your mark. So.
And one thing that's not lost in switching sports, the competitive mindset.
I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, I said I was going to eat a vulture for breakfast. So.
Oh, wow.
We're out here. I got to find it.
Britt finished well under his goal, running the entire thing at a 7:13 pace, hence why we were only next to each other for a couple minutes.
I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of wisdom. If you plan on keeping the pace of a former professional athlete for an entire 7.46 miles, I suggest a little bit of training. I could have used some. But signing off for now, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Thank you for that fun piece, Sydney. And the Seattle Mariners did not have too much fun today. They fell 8-1. Jacob deGrom, Corey Seager doing whatever they wanted for the Texas Rangers. deGrom with just shy of 90 pitches but he allowed 1 run, 3 hits in 5 innings pitched. Seattle's 6-game win streak is done. But the M's won the streak anyway, so they can't complain too much. And they stay on their road AL West trip with the visit to Sacramento to take on the still in-between home Athletics. They haven't played since a split 4-game series that started the season off. And the Indians bounced back defensively against the Tri-City Dust Devils. Just like the Mariners, they got 1 run, but 0 allowed. Pretty nice. They're tying the series at 3 games all as they wrap it up and now head into their off day. Alberto Pacheco, fantastic pitching. 6 scoreless innings, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. And the Indians allowed 5 total hits, only a pair of walks. Great work today. Top of the second for the home WSU Cougars. Graduation weekend. Nice strikeout ending the inning. Great defense in this one. A lot of great defensive baseball today. 4th inning, Cougs have as many runs. Ollie Obenor, an absolute missile to right. Cougs tacking on a couple more. And it's now 9-2 in the 6th inning. Will Cresswell, a recent graduate, and he gives us the gift. Home run center right, helping ice the last shot for the Falcons. Cougs win the game, win the series, 10-2 your final. Spokane Velocity hosting an extra special Star Wars night on this lovely May the 4th, and they came away with a 3-1 win over Westchester SC. Spokane gave up a goal. You're seeing now 5 minutes into the match, but they replied with 3 in a row, 2 of them in the second half. Pierre Reedy tying the match right here you're watching. Anuar Pelaez scoring what will be the match winner, and then an insurance goal by Ismaila Jom sealed the game. Now check out 4 News Now this week for a story on team captain Luis Gil on how the second half of this season has really fared so far. Now, in honor of May the 4th, I know we talked about it earlier, Jordan. You said that you love Revenge of the Sith. What about the original trilogy? Because we know that's the highest tier.
Yeah, that's the peak right there. I think that's the bar. Empire, I mean, it seems like that to me jumps out as like the best original. I don't know about you.
It seems like the easy answer, but A New Hope really is solid. I love it.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
No, there's no wrong answer with the originals. Okay, stay with us. We'll be right back with an Air 4 adventure you won't want to miss.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Then what about the moment when you actually realize that you're not here by accident? That there is a God that really loves you so much that sent his son on a rescue mission for you.
This is something special.
We're going to do this.
On the other side of temporary pain, you meet your other self.
God is setting you up to be blown away.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
A Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
New York City's hottest hits are landing right here in Spokane. Join STCU Best of Broadway, live at First Interstate Center for the Arts. It's lights up on a thrilling new season. Moulin Rouge, the musical. The Notebook. Back to the Future. Some Like It Hot. And the epic return of Disney's The Lion King. You just have to be there. Get your season tickets and get swept away at shows.broadwayspokane.com.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's time for this week's Air 4 Adventure, and tonight we're taking you along one of the most scenic bike trails in our area, right outside the tiny town of Harris. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes.
We're at the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes in Harrison, Idaho. We're a little tiny town, less than 300 people, a full-time residents. So lucky to have this beautiful trail right out our back door between the lake and the trail. Tons and tons of tourists come here every year from all over the world, and we're just really lucky to live here. So from here, we're right at the confluence of the Coeur d'Alene River and Lake Coeur d'Alene. And so if you head north from here, you're going to go up the Coeur d'Alene River Valley and through the Chain Lake region. So it's a really diverse area as far as wildlife and plants and trees. It's just a beautiful, beautiful area. A lot of wetlands and small lakes where the moose like to hang out. So that's kind of my favorite spot. You'll be riding along the trail and you'll hear this big rustling down below you, and you kind of stop and look and you'll see moose down there. So we're a small town, so we got to do lots of things here. So we rent bikes, electric bikes. We also have the Cycle House restaurant, which has coffee, breakfast. So it's just kind of a fun atmosphere. We kind of call it a cyclist hub, so people can go have fun on their ride and then relax at our restaurant afterward. I think it's definitely something you want to do slow. So a lot of us have electric bikes now, and we go so fast. It's a nice trail to slow down on, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the wildlife. Sometimes you do have to kind of hang out, for 10, 15 minutes, a half hour to kind of, see the birds, see the moose, see the deer. Oh, beautiful. And the trail's not so busy in the springtime. So right now it's really pretty quiet. So for locals, this is a fantastic time to be out on the trail. The Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes, along with the Route of the Hiawatha, is on America's Rails to Trails Hall of Fame. And so it's rated one of the best trails in the country for cycling. And it really is. We're lucky to have that right here.
Well, if you're in the Rails to Trails Hall of Fame, it's something. Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. If you're a Bloomie, hope you had a good race today. And we're looking at a very lovely evening as we're heading towards sundown. And we have more sunshine on the way as we head into our work week and our next weekend. So this mild weekend has concluded. The sun takes over and the heat is going to return as well. Dry week ahead, so do get ready for kind of some dry conditions, at least for the next 7 days. So current temperatures, we are warm, upper 50s for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, 65 for friends down in the Tri-Cities. Just a lovely mild weekend, and we've been right around our average for this time of year. We're going to be well above it starting tomorrow, and as we get into Wednesday, kind of an ascent towards Wednesday, then a bit of a drop, and then we're going to get back to 77 by Friday and 80 by Saturday, 75 by Sunday. So just a beautiful and warm week is ahead, including the weekend. So we do expect that, though, to come to an end. Now, this isn't the coming week. This is the following week, May 12th through the 18th. We do expect to see much cooler than temperatures than average. So enjoy these warm temperatures. Looks like the middle of May might be a little bit chilly. So on our radar, quite a bit of shower activity, very heavy in Great Falls in the Montana area. Our area's looking mighty fine, and that's going to be staying that way for the next couple of days, at least, most likely for the week ahead. In our forecast radar, you can see the timestamp up top. As we move into tomorrow morning, your commute is going to be filled with plenty of sunshine. Should be just a gorgeous Monday, and really, we're going to be seeing sunshine all week. It is going to be very nice, and chance of rain, goose egg. Just going to be very, very nice. So current winds, we saw some gusty winds, Moses Lake, Pullman areas, but the rest of our region is pretty much light. We're going to be seeing 5 to 10 mile per hour winds for the next couple of days. So just really very nominal conditions ahead. So plenty of sunshine for your Monday to start your work week. Again, beautiful day. And I know sometimes we go, why are they saving the hot temperatures for the week? Well, it is true, but we're saving even warmer temperatures as we get into our next weekend. Overnight lows also finally taking that step forward and you routinely being in the 40s, maybe even a 50 Saturday into Sunday. Folks, a beautiful week is ahead. Can't wait to see it. 4 News Now special edition returns after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley County. Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
It's hard saying goodbye to your car, so AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next one. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car and pay you the same day. Visit AutoNation today.
Slow down.
Cut! I get it. Slow motion. Slow down geographic atrophy. But we don't need gimmicks. Stick to the facts. GA, the advanced form of dry AMD, can irreversibly damage your vision. But Syfovre is an FDA-approved eye injection that gives you the power to slow GA. Syfovre was proven to slow GA lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness or are allergic to it. Syfovre can cause severe allergic reactions. Other serious side effects are eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Act on facts to slow GA. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre. Nope, just the facts.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal.
Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball in our new Summer Blizzard menu.
You drive a hard bargain, kid.
Right now with DQ.
DQ, happy tastes good.
Well, folks, after another weekend that Spokane showed its best to people coming into town, we have one of the best weeks ahead of the year. Look at Monday. Plenty of sunshine, highs in the mid-60s. We're just going to get even warmer as we move along in the week. By next weekend, expect mid to upper 70s to lower 80s.
Man.
So it's going to be hot, so just get ready for beauty to start tomorrow. But still, the mild weekend worked out for the Bloomies.
Oh my gosh, perfect temps out there. I don't know how you felt, but
It's going to be a good sleep tonight.
Yes.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah, the lactic acid is setting in.